Today we are learning the outro rhythm to Over the Mountain, and I even have a correction from a previous lesson that I will address. Before we continue, I've had a lot of requests for private guitar lessons, so I'd like to officially announce my new one-on-one streaming lessons. The link is in the description. What you're watching today is a work in progress. I'm creating a new DVD called Diary of a Madman, Randy Rhoads Complete Tutorial. So please comment and let me know what you think of the lesson structure, or ask any questions you may have. If you'd like to pre-order this DVD, the link is in the description as well. The first part of the outro rhythm is actually the overdub guitar played during the solo. Here we're playing a palm-muted C sharp with 16th notes. Then the second measure starts with 1 E and a, 2 E and a, and ending number 1 drops down to the A5, then B5. Repeat the whole section. 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a, 1 E and a, 2 E and a. Then N2 drops down to the E5, then the F sharp 5. Next, apply the palm muted rhythm to the G sharp note on the 6th string 4th fret for 4 measures. That's 1 of 4 measures right there. Then there are accented open E5 power chords, strum for 1 and mute for 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and repeat for a total of 3 times. Then after the 3rd repetition, you apply a pick scrape to the final 4th beat. And repeat the intro with a slight variation. Notice an open E note is added here. Everything else is the same, but on the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th count, you quickly lift your index finger, exposing the open E. Then right back to the 4th fret. All in 16th notes. 4 and 1 and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a. The next measure continues this for beats 1, 2, and 3. 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 and. Also, I mentioned earlier I had a correction. Randy applies a similar technique to the 2nd intro and the intro to the chorus, but he doesn't fully lift his index finger to expose the open E. What he does is he releases the pressure on that G sharp note so that he's still touching the string, but he's not pushing it down to make contact with the frets. Next, we return to the original verse for 2 repetitions. Followed by this accented variation, where we include the inverted F sharp 5 we learned in verse 2. That's the 2nd string 7 with the pinky, and 3rd string 6 with the ring. Obviously, all the G sharp notes on the 6th string 4th fret are palm muted, even though I was lazy and I didn't put the dashes in the sheet music. Play G sharp for 1 E and a, then F sharp 5 on 2. G sharp for and a, 3 E and a, F sharp 5 on 4. G sharp for and a, 1 E and a, F sharp 5 for 2. G sharp for and a, followed by an inverted B5, which is barred on the 3rd and 4th string on the 4th fret. A single G sharp, palm mute, and then an inverted C sharp 5, that's on the 3rd string 6 with the pinky, along with the 4th string 6 with the ring, and add vibrato. Here it is with the count. 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a, 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 and 4. The first measure to the next part is identical. Followed by the same ascending riff that we previously learned. Then the whole thing repeats, but I wanted to point out some accents that you could sometimes hear. Notice that the second and third string F-sharp 5 is repeated in this sheet music here. That doesn't add a beat or a count to the rhythm. That was achieved by Randy picking the notes on his downstroke and upstroke of the pick as he returned to the palm-muted sixth string. If you listen to the isolated guitar track of Randy playing this section, it's much clearer. So since it's a variation that Randy played, I wanted to point it out here. The rest of the verse ends the same and transitions to the same chorus we previously learned based on that C-sharp 5 and B5 with the open drone notes that are added here and there. Now let's put the pieces of today's lesson together at a slow, medium, and fast practice speed. Okay, that wraps up today's installment of Over the Mountain. Don't forget you can pre-order a limited edition copy of the new DVD. Also, all of my books and DVDs are available at marcococonut.com or use the direct link in the description. Your orders are very appreciated and they help me out tremendously. So the more views I get here online and the product orders that I get from the website will allow me to spend more time creating new content for you here. You can also help by sharing my videos on your social media platforms. For anyone who is new here, please be sure to like, subscribe, and click the alert button. I'll see you all again soon as we wrap up Over the Mountain with Randy's outro guitar solo.